I built and scaled my own writing agency to 100 people and over 5 million in sales. Here's how I would do it all over again with content at scale as my core writer. If you're a marketing agency and you provide marketing services in any capacity, this is a single video you'll want to watch. I'm going to share with you my exact structure down to even making 73% profit margin on every single client I service. And no, you won't have to deliver crappy content. You'll be delivering better content than ever. So let's get into it, exactly how I'd structure agency services if I were to start all over again and make way more profit with way less headache, delivering writing as a service using AI. It took me 7 years to hit 50% profit margins in my completely human writing agency. The hardest part about delivering writing as a service, and you probably know this if you run an agency and you service clients at all in this area, is finding the actual human that will do the work. Writing is incredibly hard. I saw my writers go through everything and give me the weirdest reasons why they couldn't show up and write. One writer had a pet ferret that she had to mourn for 2 weeks. No, I'm not kidding you. We lost a client over that. Today, you have the chance to tap into something that doesn't go hungry, doesn't mourn a dead ferret, has access to billions more data points than humans ever will, can actually write better content than 90% of writers out there, and will never go missing in action. That's AI, my friend. At Content at Scale, you have the opportunity to jump on a plan called the agency plan that gets you down to just $15 for a 2,900 plus word blog. By the way, these blogs go all the way up to 7,000 words. Here's why I would use Content at Scale and not any other AI writer for my writing services. So I delivered inbound content marketing. That was my primary service. If you study content marketing, which by the way is worth over $600 billion, the number one outsourced activity is article creation. And that's why my agency easily hit over $1 million per year in annual revenue. Content is the currency that every business needs to stand out online. How to create it? That's the question. And you as an agency can provide that solution and make serious bank, especially if you accurately and safely integrate AI into your process. Going back to the reason I would choose Content at Scale, and by the way, I don't own the company. Yes, I'm an entrepreneur, but the actual creator of Content at Scale, just to clear things up, is Justin McGill. I'm Julia, the president, but I've been an entrepreneur for 10 years. The reason I'm here is because of the core value point Content at Scale was built around, and that was doing whatever it took, at whatever cost it took, to deliver quality content from the AI. Content at Scale can generate a 2,900 plus word blog in minutes. This blog includes your links. It includes an on-page SEO checklist right there on the right inside the app. And by the way, this is a fully functioning app, unlike ChatGPT where you can't click into it and edit it. Content at Scale comes with its own editor. The on-page SEO checklist can replace multiple other famous SEO tools you might know. And the SEO insights you get with the keywords on the right come directly from crawling the top of Google on the spot the minute you click create content. This is proprietary software and you're not going to get it with ChatGPT. And by the way, I developed an SEO writing course just to train writers how to do this, how to look at the top of Google. This software now does it in seconds. So first of all, when you're delivering a service, you need to be able to rely on something. And I would argue that Content at Scale is a better provider to rely on than the human, for all the reasons we already covered. Are you ready? We're going to talk some numbers, so let's just dive right into it. I sat down and worked out this plan, and I'll tell you, it blew my mind what we are capable of doing as agencies now that the technology, aka Content at Scale, is here. It's long-form content in a box. You can deliver content non-stop, no matter what industry your client is in. Content at Scale can write for any industry. Remember, AI has access to billions of data points that we as humans never will. And that's why, during a live training, when I had Content at Scale write on a very difficult topic, how to use AI chatbots for customer success and using GPT for your local marketing, well, it did not disappoint, and it wrote a 4,000 word guide that I'm telling you, it would be really hard to hire an expert writer to do. So my argument is you're going to make more profit margin and actually get better writing from content at scale. So going back to the math, here's exactly how I would structure it out. First, I would either go hire or take an existing writer and make them an AIO writer. What this means is you're going to teach them to run the AI machine. They're going to become the optimizer of the content that AI puts out. If you're putting a job out there or you're talking to an existing writer, you can pay anywhere from $17 to $40 per hour. I've seen complete newcomers to AIO willing to take on this work as an intern for free. And I've seen new ones at $17 an hour as well. I've seen AIO writers at $30 an hour, so you can really get creative here depending on who you're hiring. Now, that said, a good writer is worth their weight in gold, and you can actually 10x their work and deliver content at a 70+% profit margin for your clients. If it's a brand new writer, I would give them our free resources at Content at Scale. You can start by giving them the AIO Writers Kit. This is something I wrote up. You can get to it, download it immediately, and start using it. It's all yours at contentatscale.ai/SOP. So again, contentatscale.ai/SOP. Go grab that AIO Writers Kit and put it to good use training your writers. Then I would give them a max of 2 hours per article. You don't want them to be stuck in editing purgatory. You really want them maxing out a time limit, and that's it. So 2 hours is really all it takes. Sometimes it only takes 30 minutes to edit this content and make it better. We have a phrase that our founder, Justin, likes to say called straight out of AI. And it's true. A lot of this content coming straight out of the machine is really, really good. Let's say you build a package. And by the way, this is what I would do. A content marketing package that includes the writing, the strategy, and the analysis. You're going to track that project for them. That's as easy as setting up a project in SEMrush or Ahrefs and just sending them the reports on their data. And the strategy is as simple as coming up with keywords and topics for them once a month. Which, by the way, Content at Scale does that for free on any plan starting at $500 per month. So there you go. You can cut out that work too with Content at Scale. The strategy work at Content at Scale is 100% human, so it's a human strategist doing that work. So you've got your AIO writer, $30 an hour, 2 hours max. You've got your analysis and your strategy. Let's just quantify that at 1 hour, $40. This is per client. You're doing 3 articles a week for a minimum of 12 per month, which is necessary to really get them some traction. And the Content at Scale software is $15 per post on the agency plan. Your out-of-pocket cost per post is $115. Now, get ready for the magic. You can sell this at $437.50 per post. How? We're going to put together a content marketing service. Again, you're including the writing, the analysis, and the strategy. That service is worth at least $3,500. And honestly, that's a low ticket price for 12 posts a month that are well written, humanly edited. You've done all the strategy and you're even doing the analysis. So $3,500 is a low price. But if your out-of-pocket cost is $115 and you're making $437.50 per piece, that's $322.50 of profit per piece. A 73% profit margin. If you did just 8 clients per month, that's $224,000 a year of income at 73% profit margin. We should probably end the video here because I'm telling you, I would run towards that model in a second. This is exactly what I would do if I was starting from scratch, building content as a service. And by the way, finding clients for that is as easy as sneezing. Every company these days needs content. Remember what I said, content marketing is a $600 billion industry, and the #1 outsourced activity is the actual content creation. The articles, the inbound content. You are going to be able to sell this $3,500 service like hotcakes. I would launch a website for it. One of our users is launching AIOcontent.com. Pretty smart. He's aligning himself with this innovative approach. And just by telling his network, he picks up a new client every single day. With our upcoming AIO trainings at Content at Scale, we have 3 separate ones. One will be just for the writer, one will be just for the agency, and then one will be a single day course on how to publish content every single day. So a refresher, a mini guide, whatever you want to call it, to actually getting that done, a blog per day. But these 3 trainings will equip your team and equip you on how to do this in the best way possible. But don't wait for that to get started, which by the way, it'll be out soon. but you can get started now with this model. I've trained agency owners. They are rocking and rolling on this model right now, making insane profit margins. And don't forget, you can download my free AIO Writers Kit at contentantscale.ai/SOP. We have a blog recap of this video as well if the numbers got confusing. If you want to learn more about how we can help your agency scale, go to contentantscale.ai/agencies. We'd love to discuss getting you set up on the agency plan, getting ready to rock and roll, and honestly, executing on the plan, I think is smarter than if I were to start a human writing agency all over again. And remember, you're not ditching the human, you're just rerouting them. They're the optimizer of the AI machine. Yes, this is a term I coined. It came from the company of Content at Scale and the amazing team that has been honestly bringing this term to life for over a year. All I did was name it. I hope that this was useful. I hope this inspired you. If you have any questions, please be sure to drop them in the comments of this video. I'd love to get back to you and help you out. And be sure to stick around and watch our next video. Our goal is to help you be the most innovative provider, the most innovative agency, and the most profitable agency out there, because you can. The software is here. AI has evolved that much. Cheers to you. I hope to see you around.